So this video was originally going to be about news. I looked at the news, and today there's not a lot of news that I really give a shit about. I'm going to be honest with you. It's kind of slow. CES is more electronics focused, and it's not so gaming focused. So there's just not a lot of stuff. And plus, you just had all the holiday rush, and the manufacturers are smart enough not to want to bombard people, you know, which makes sense to me. So I also was going to do a video about upcoming community events, like things that we were going to do as a clan, as a community. And it dawned on me that the word clan and the word community might seem kind of jargony to some people. So I decided that I'm just going to have a little discussion about what those words mean and what the benefits of being part of a clan are. Because I think there's a lot of misnomers out there and a lot of misconceptions about what is expected to be. I know that when someone says I'm in a clan, the first thing I think about is a bunch of fat, sweaty dudes on various recliners or sitting at desks across the United States, picking their pimples, eating Cheetos, and throwing out a bunch of in-game jargon on particular days at all costs, right? You know, I have a friend of mine that plays, or at least used to play League of Legends. And I used to ask him to hang out on Wednesdays. I think my days off or something that worked out well for me. He's like, I can't do it. That's raid days. I can't do it. Meaning that that's when his guild, which is another for clan, arguably a more accurate representation of the description I just said, um, they would meet. They would get together and they would do certain things. They'd practice. They would practice gameplay for competitive gameplay and stuff. Which, with any competitive game, practicing is good. So I used to just kind of look like, take a week off. Just tell them you got stuff to do. And it never quite washed for me at the time. Even though by this point I had already been playing competitive multiplayer for a very long time, and I was a member of a couple forums dedicated to certain games like Halo 2 and so forth. And and I'm not talking about Bungie. I'm talking about like HaloAddict.net and stuff like that. And it gets to a point where you can be dedicated to a game but not have a dedicated group of people that you're playing with. And sometimes you don't make that connection. So for me, what a clan is, it's people that are dedicated to playing games, plural, together. Um, Granted, right now, the C4DC, aka the Center for Douchebag Control, is the majority of players in the clan play Destiny fairly regularly. But I would absolutely love to host a community night for the channel where we stream on Twitch and I do share play, um, so that we can all do like a tournament in WWE 2K15. I mean, you wouldn't even have to have the game. I would host. I would love to do Last of Us multiplayer as a group. I would love to do Grand Theft Auto 5 as a group. Need for Speed races. You name it. I mean, I'd love to do all these different things. And name the game, we could do it. And certainly, of course, Destiny and anything in between. I mean, hell, I even dust off Warframe if it came down to it. Um, Ultimately, the idea here, and why I'm showing the video that I am, this is me playing late last night with Umbrella Fiasco. Some of you know him from the videos. His name is Bennett, one of my best friends in real life, and we play together very often. And me and Grant play quite a lot, and I have insanely higher amounts of fun when I play with them as opposed to when I play by myself. Granted, sometimes the games I play by myself, I have better results um, individually because I'm not talking to anyone, so I concentrate more. But that's not what it's about. Games, at their heart, at their core, are meant to, to give you an experience of fun. And sometimes losing can be fun. It doesn't matter. And it kind of, in today's world, we kind of lose that, I think. I think we lose sight of the fact that games are there for entertainment, not just distraction, or not just for a goal. It's there because they're meant to entertain us. And interactive storytelling which is a lot of games out there. Destiny isn't really interactive storytelling. There's a story here, and certainly we're making our own stories and so forth. But the stories we're making for in a game like this, it's less about, hey, this is what my Titan experienced. This is what I and Bennett and Grant experienced. Um, I'm probably always going to remember the ending of this video. Um, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I will say that it involves a certain annoying hunter in this game and the ending of the match, which I felt was so apropos. I saved the video because I wanted to hang on to it. And so at the end of it, you're going to see that. But always remember that, not because it was my Titan, not because we were on Mars, not because we were playing Crucible, but because I experienced that with Bennett. Bennett's going to remember this guy. Like, oh, fuck that dude. That kind of thing. So when I post videos about the clan, when I post videos about community, and where I plug the forum, things like that, it's not to boost the channel. There's almost 500 of you out there. And those of you that avidly play games and would like someone else to play with, that's what it's there for. I would love to play with more of you. I would love to have, you know, more people to share memories with. Every week I get checkpoints in the various raids in Destiny, for example. I can share them. I can share them with as many of you as will allow. Um, and that kind of thing. Maybe you're not going to be playing the raid with me, but maybe you'll forge an experience with one of your friends. A friend of mine that I made completely at random. Like, I never, ever respond to messages, or rather invites, from people randomly in the tower in Destiny, for example. And this is one young man, his Bazinga. His last name is actually Bazinga Bitch. I call him Zinga because that's who he is. It's fucking Zinga. And he messaged me on in the tower. Like, he actually sent me a message and said, "Hey, I'm always looking for people to do raid runs and things like that. Would you be interested?" In other words, this guy had a very specific goal. He wasn't looking for randoms. He had looked at my gear, knew that I was a serious raider, and wanted to know that if he needed me, if he could call on me. And I said, absolutely. Always looking for people to play with. And we played together once randomly on a nightfall. Had a great time. It was annoying. We got through it, right? And like a month later, out of nowhere, he says, "Hey, man, I'm finishing up with Crota. You want in?" Fucking A, I want in. I hadn't beat Crota yet. So I get the checkpoint, and I meet a bunch of people. And well, a few of them I haven't played with since, a couple that I have. And I've met people through them, and then the community grows. Like, that's how this works. And I say this to tell you that ultimately, at the end of the day, folks, all of these games, whether we're talking about Destiny, WWE 2K15, Tekken, Street Fighter, Battlefield, whatever, the best experiences that I've had have come with playing the games with other people. Granted, there are games out there that are single-player experiences, like Alien Isolation, Wolfenstein. Those don't qualify. But when I ask you to be a part of the community, and I ask you to be part of the clan and to participate, it's because I want to make memories with you guys. Think about it. I love you guys. Hope to see you over at forum.grindheadgym.com. Hope to see you in the clan on whatever game you choose. Let me know how you feel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And as always, keep on grinding. Cheers.
Lost the lead.
Good job.
You're in the lead. Good work, Guardian. Your light is strong.
You pull out this golden gun the last second I shot him in the face and I punched him in the ass. Look at that.